we decided that if we want to become the best in this game, like we need to find people that are fully committed to Valorant, and so that's when we built the team.
How many are going to be on that peak? One pulls the op, and that means two more are going to come around. Oh, it's the Collat coming in for Shazam. He's feeling it. He's smoked out. No. He's going to hit a third one without even seeing him.
When I look at him in CS, his playstyle was not going to be good for LAN.
Is TenZ. He's got the frenzy, and he's got a kill. Man, all up in Moose's face, and he's getting a jumping one as well on the Thief. I said this the first time I called TenZ. This is his world, and we're just living in it.
I think obviously the Sentinels have like amazing players individually, but I feel like what they do is very predictable.
Going to be able to deal any damage. It's up to Dapper there. Oh no! What the hell was that from Dapper? Yeah, scary stuff. You're trying to take that opening jewel. Oh, hello. TenZ is going to find Magno.
Oh, my word.
Fantastic follow-up onto Doma. And they're looking good to try to finish this one. Shazam has to go to the side, gets concussed, has to be great on his first bullet.
Oh, my God.
Oh, how on earth has he done that? The Rebel clutch from Shazam is phenomenal.
Today, Sentinels are the Reykjavik champions and the best Valorant team in the world. But a year ago, if you said this was going to be the team that lifted the game's first international trophy, nobody would have believed you. Sentinels spent the last year proving everyone wrong by dominating North America. And no matter what challenges they faced or whatever people said about them, they just kept winning. But to fully understand their story, we have to go back, way back, to before Valorant even came out. The man who had become Sentinels IGL was struggling. Shazam was a newly teamless, out-of-luck CSGO player, and after a decade of seeing almost no results, he saw Valorant as a chance to finally leave CS behind.
We could kind of see the way North American CSGO was trending with exclusivity on the leagues and the different leagues fighting. It didn't look like there was a future for NA CSGO.
Shazam reached out to Riot hoping to participate in the game's alpha test, and luckily for him, his wish was granted. Shazam loved Valorant, and he saw a future in the game. But that future involved a team backing him up. First, Shazam brought in his former teammate, Sick, who also struggled to find a permanent home in CS. But they still needed 3 more players.
We decided that if we want to become the best in this game, like we need to find people that are fully committed to Valorant, and so that's when we built the team.
And in April 2020, they announced that team. But everyone was kind of caught off guard by some of Sentinel's roster choices. Zoms, a former Apex Legends pro, was already playing under the Sentinels banner before switching to Valorant. And Sinatraa, the reigning Overwatch League MVP and world champion, shocked the esports world by signing with Sentinels too. People were confused when they saw this roster, and many doubted them from the get-go. Early on, it seemed like most of the top Valorant players were former CSGO players. Meanwhile, here was Sentinels signing former Apex and Overwatch pros. No one really knew how it was gonna work out. And to top it all off, Shazam took the reins as the team's IGL for the first time in his career. So he knew there was going to be some challenges.
There was a worry about like how long it would take to teach them fundamentals like rotations. I remember the first day of practice, we got into scrims and I realized like these guys don't understand what defaulting is. Like in Overwatch, you're constantly moving, constantly doing something. And they explain the concept of, hey, you got to sit here and do nothing while other people take control of a different part of the map just to account for something that the other team might do. Like you just got to be patient. And so there's definitely growing pains at the start and a whole process to learn.
The team later found their 5th member in Dapper, a young up-and-coming CS player who was never really given the opportunity to shine in Tier 1 CSGO. At first, things didn't look so good for Sentinels.
Marv gets the op, and that surely is going to be too much now for Sinatraa. He needs to go huge here with a 1 versus 3. He's down to 45 HP, but he can't even get past Marv as the first hurdle. FaZe Clan going to take this one 13-7. What an incredible second half it was from them. They looked impeccable on defense.
But as the months went on, Sentinels improved. They picked up wins against basically every other major team in the region, and by the end of the year, they were the best team in NA.
Sick, the battle sage to win this one out. Player's going to be located on the site. Sick now in a 1v1. Oh no! And Sick, I cannot believe it. Sick gets it, and your champions of PAX Arena are Sentinels.
That could be the tournament.
This could be all it. Wardell, he has to come up big. He's not able to make these shots, and that's going to be it. Sentinels are going to be your 30-bomb GG champions, 13-10.
And here comes a counter rocket. Caboose trying to do it, but Shazam shuts it down. 13-8. Sentinels are going to lock up the final NA Ignition Series event of the year.
But it wasn't just their mechanical skill and teamwork that was making headlines. Amidst all the wins, Sentinels were kind of trolling the competition. They BM'd other teams so hard that Dapper even got a death threat from a fan back in December. And although some Valorant fans saw them as the scene's villains, Sentinels didn't care. They'd already beaten the haters once, so all they had to do was just keep winning.
But you are staring at death's door at this point if you're Raucus. A cold peek around this corner, and we could be looking at it. That's right, folks. GG. Sentinels back to their winning ways as they walk away with the JBL Quantum Cup trophy.
But just days before Masters 1 on March 9th, one of Sentinel's core members came under fire. Sinatra's ex-girlfriend, Cleo Hernandez, accused him of sexually assaulting and abusing her for over a year, and included audio and message logs in a Twitter post that she shared that night. Both Riot and Sentinels launched investigations, and Sinatraa has since been suspended from competitive play until September 10th of this year for failing to fully comply with them. Neither investigation has publicly released any ruling regarding Hernandez's allegations. But for the other members of Sentinels, it was a mad scramble. They had 1 day to find a replacement. They managed to pick up TenZ on a 1-month loan as a last-minute stand-in. But TenZ had recently benched himself from Cloud9's Valorant team in favor of content creation, so no one was really sure how this was going to work out. See, even before his Valorant days, TenZ was known for choking in CSGO.
An AWP for the youngster, already a man crossing over. He is stuck in the mud here. Obo looking to lead the way, but Rush is there to cut off the head.
A lot of presence towards B, though, out of Cloud9 off the get-go, and Automatic gets the shot onto Marky. TenZ as well, able to chime in, and again, for the player we are hoping to expect more of, and actually we're expecting more, we're not hoping to, we do expect more out of him. He's not really been able to live up to it so far in the Pro League.
Once again, doubt overshadowed Sentinel's future. But TenZ was one of the most exciting players Valorant had ever seen. And with him on their side, Sentinels looked unstoppable.
He's got the frenzy, and he's got a kill. Man, all up in Moose's face, and he's getting a jumping one as well onto Thief. I said this the first time I called TenZ. This is his world, and we're just living in it. Now that Nitro has shown up, now they might have a chance at something sick with an excellent curveball. Asunu drops 3 members remaining on the side. 100 Thieves make that 2 as Sentinels look to put 100 Thieves away. Steel and Hiko, no, it's just Steel. TenZ with the Blade Storm looking to take down the remaining members. Steel, what magic do you have in your hat? It's not gonna be enough. A flawless round, a statement made. Sentinels 2-0 100 Thieves.
And Sentinels start to circle, they start to enclose around the FaZe players. They smell blood, it's in the water, and they want to finish it off, and TenZ is looking to do it in style. Marv, 2 HP left. Here comes a dagger with his name on it, but it's going to be sick. Who's going to get it done? And that's a wrap. 3-0 Grand Final. Sentinels are the champions for the NA Masters here in Valorant. And it looked good all the way through.
Before they even had time to celebrate their win though, Sentinels were thrown right back into the grueling qualification process. This time, they were trying to qualify for Iceland, Valorant's first ever international LAN.
As well as just Effie's with the Sheriff, no less good for one, but no, he gets cleaned up. Ladies and gentlemen, from top to bottom, Sentinels dominate V1, and they are your Challenger Stage 2 champions.
Sentinels dumpstered NA, and with TenZ on their side, they were among the favorites going into Iceland. Despite their dominance though, the haters return. See, like we already said, Iceland was Valorant's first ever international LAN. All the best teams from all over the world would be there, and nobody knew what to expect because they'd never played against each other before.
But I do think Europe is a bit better. Like, I think obviously the Sentinels have like amazing players individually, but I feel like what they do is very predictable.
TenZ has a lot of work on his hands here. He's not going to be able to deal any damage. It's up to Dapper there. Oh, no! What the hell was that from Dapper?
Sentinels started the event off with a win against Fnatic, but it wasn't easy. Both maps were extremely close, and things weren't supposed to get easier from there. But it turns out they did.
Post spawn as well, Shazam. Oh, over the top, he gets two! Shazam again!
And then that will force Sentinels to surrender the A site. The thing is, if they use that much, then they don't have too much to take the site over, and Tenz continues to go to work.
Yeah, he does. 2 kills on the board already before they've even gotten to the site. And it just doesn't stop here. Sentinels, another Prime Gaming flawless for them. It's been so many in this half. Still has the paint shells, still has the satchel. Can Sick find the first player? Yes, he can. There goes Lakia. A right click on the paint shell. Sick nails the clutch. 1v2, no problem at all for him. And he's gonna get peppered from all sides. And there we go. Sentinels take down Newton on map 2 on Haven. 13-4 to take the series, to move forward to the grand finals. And they are gonna be knocking down Newton.
Sentinels bulldozed their way through Vikings and Newturn, but in the grand finals, they had to face a familiar foe.
Going against Sentinels once again. This time we get to have a little bit of some revenge, probably. Hopefully we're going to make it. We're going to take maps off them, and hopefully we're going to take 3-0 off them.
Fnatic was the only team that really tested Sentinels all tournament, and their rematch could go the distance.
And there's no real opportunity to go anywhere else at this point. They're just going to send it with the dash. Durka with a nice opening, but needs 2 more to go. It's going to be difficult to find those. It's now just Doma with the Ghost. Sentinels will be toying with Durka, and in fact, they're just going to finish things off. The opening pistol round will be won by Sentinels. Just needs that one frag. Oh! Did as well. The dash comes through. It's going to whiff. Doesn't matter. Oh! In goes Shazam. Finds another. The updraft over the top here as he tries to find the... Oh my God, Shazam!
Yeah, there's lack of util now at A. We have a better chance to hit A, but they don't have a read on where any of the Fnatic players are yet. Sentinels go in completely dry, thinking they can walk it through, and Tenz has to do a bunch of work to bring this one back.
Yeah, scary stuff. You're trying to take that opening jewel. Oh, hello. Tenz is going to find Magnum.
Oh,
and
my word.
Fantastic follow-up onto Doma. Leaves Fnatic truly rocked after that. They have very little to work with now. Looking good to try to finish this one. Shazam has to go to the site, gets concussed, has to be great on his first bullet.
Oh, my God.
Oh, how on earth has he done that? The Red Bull clutch from Shazam is phenomenal. In the window, he'll get caught. Shazam's creeping forward as well. Oh, he finally times Durka.
They're running through. Sonar up. Doma's close. They don't know. Oh my God, he gets flashed!
The team flash! The team flash! Magnum's in the smoke here. Tenz.
Oh my God!
Oh, Magnum's got no HP. Not like this! Sentinels! They're gonna get the defuse! They've done it! Sentinels are the masters to Reykjavik champions! And they do it flawlessly. They didn't drop a single map. They have made history here, Riv, because they are the first global champions in Valorant history.
Fnatic nearly pushed them to the brink, but Sentinels won in a 3-0 sweep. And their shutout in the grand finals means they went the entire tournament without dropping a single map. People doubted Sentinels from the very moment they came together. Their unimpressive past shouldn't have led to incredible success, but at every turn, they proved those doubters wrong. And in the end, doing that on the biggest stage they'd ever seen meant everything to them.
It's crazy, man. We made this team over a year ago now, and you know, there's a lot of doubt, a lot of people saying watch player this and that, but like this like proves to a point that like don't let anyone else tell you what you can or can't do. Like don't let others decide your future. Like we put the work in and it shows. We're here now.
The grind never ends though. Now Sentinels have to defend their title, but things are gonna be different this time because they're the best goddamn Valorant team in the world, and everyone knows it.
Now, you do realize after taking the victory like this on land that you put a bit of a target on your back now for every future Valorant event. So, Dapper, I want to hear from you what you have to say to the rest of the Valorant world out there who's looking to come for you.
You know, good luck. We're just going to get better.
Next is Niall, theScore esports.
Yeah, so my question's actually for Dapper specifically. I spoke to you earlier just before you left for Iceland, and you told me that you were going to continue your kind of BM play style against some of your opponents. And now that you've played on LAN, I just have to ask, how does it feel teabagging on LAN? What's the hit reg like on some of those teabags?
Yeah, so the teabag, it's more fluid. You just feel like you're kind of immersed when you do it, so it just makes it feel 10 times better when you finally do it.